like, come up with a plan and stay focused. You know what I mean? Like, stay in control. If you're not in control, you're out of control. I live by that. You know what I mean? Nothing in this world stay the same forever. Everything happened for a reason. With that being said, like, in so many words, be true to yourself, be you, be true to your family, loyalty, like, and do on to others you wish them to do on to you.
I just keep it pushing, bro. You know what I mean? And when in times where I feel like other motherfuckers don't get it, like exactly what I'm on, I don't hold them accountable for it because it's like that's what made me me. Just like that with you get what I'm saying? So, because it's like when you goddamn real focused on some shit or you overwhelmed with shit and you got something in particular that you trying to goddamn push through, you know what I mean, to get other motherfuckers to get, and they may not, boom, get it right on, you know what I mean? What we do, we just adapt and lead by example, and then eventually motherfuckers always do, and we get right with the program, you know what I mean?
Man, you know, I be juggling, you know what I'm saying? I juggle a lot, I play a lot of positions, you know what I mean? So, my mentality when I do start to be like, damn, this is a lot, you know what I'm saying? It's just like, you know, that's what it's supposed to feel like. If you are going toward what the vision look like, and that's like greatness. That's, you know, on multiple levels. That's the vision that I'm working toward. So I'm like, I just think about that. Like, this shit ain't supposed to feel, you know, comfortable. It's supposed to be uncomfortable. It's supposed to stretch you. It's supposed to be a burden to a degree. And you gotta, you know, wrap your mind around that and accept it and embrace it. And you catch some wisdom off of that. You know what I mean?
That's what you gotta do though. Like, in anything you win, you gotta change. You know what I'm saying? Like, some stuff or some ways or something you doing, it might be not as easy for you to change. You know what I mean? But as long as you know what you doing and you stay focused on what you got going on, everything, all the side tracks and all that, like, it won't get the best of you.
What about, man, it's, you know, that's why you gotta control your own narrative, man. It's so important, but it's like, with controlling your narrative, it's so sensitive now, like, you know, you can't let them trick you into thinking that controlling your narrative and speaking your truth is you still doing somebody that ain't doing nobody wrong. You get what I'm saying? It's doing yourself right. You doing yourself injustice if you just let people tell your story for you, paint your picture for you, you know what I mean? Which I didn't really sit back and let people do. But it's interesting though, you know what I mean? Because it's interesting to just peep, you know what I mean? Like how people think, like how solid they think that shit is, and like it really just put me like I said, for like 2018 again, because I feel like people feel like they got me figured out and they have no idea, and I'm just sitting back 10 steps ahead, like, okay, boom, got y'all.
That's why.
What would you say has been your biggest mistake?
Not trusting my instincts. Sometimes, you know, and not to sound sexist, but even just as a man, we so logical and we so driven by logic and so driven by facts that sometimes we can't move without facts. But if you got trust in your gut and you got trust in your instinct, and you learn that as you grow older and you mature, that you sometimes you don't need facts. You can just go off your gut and how you feel about things.
Damn.
You know what I mean? So just being confident in, I don't need confirmation. If I feel it, I trust how I feel. I know my intentions is pure. My instincts is like connection to a higher understanding. You don't need the facts all the time. Just go off how you feel. And so I think that I've learned to listen to my gut and my instincts more and be confident in making decisions off of that.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's true.
It's like, you don't never want to go back. You know what I'm saying? Like the sea is like, I don't know. You know what I mean? It's like your past, bro, like how you grew up, your parents, this cycle, that family cycle, that whole everything is like, you know what I mean? Like, you don't want to never go back. You know what I'm saying? That's the thing. That's the key thing to success, bro. Like, that the average person and people don't realize, you know, everybody want to be like, how you get successful? How you do this? How you do that? Like, how you actually do it? Like, it's something so hard to do, which is really not. The key thing is like, bro, never stop.
You want to be as skilled as you can be, and you want to work as hard as you can work, and you want to make the golden rule to just tell the truth as best you can. And so that would be my advice, is to just outwork last year's version of yourself
I wouldn't even want to make it about other people and say outwork your competition. Just work harder than you did last year. Work harder than you did yesterday. Work harder than you did the hour before right now, and put more pressure on yourself to perform and to push yourself.
I ain't want to live life with regrets. To keep it real, like I could say that about a lot of shit, but I don't, it is what it is with me. Like I ain't tripping. I wouldn't do nothing different. I'm a firm believer in everything happening, for a reason when it's supposed to happen to it was all written. It is what it is, you know what I'm saying? Whatever God want me to go through, let's do it. I'm gonna do it chin up, chest out. If my head drop for a minute, don't mind me. I'm gonna pick that motherfucker back up.
That's what, separate the boys and the men, Like shit, you can go, jump out here and play if you want to, but you start fucking up, you ain't taking care of your business, bro. You just a victim to this shit.
When will it stop for you, if anything? When do you feel that, okay, I could take a little longer vacation than usual?
I mean, I read something that gave me a perspective on that. It's like this whole thing, we look at life like it's about what you can get from life. And I think, I read something, I was like, that's not what it is. You're going to always be unfulfilled if you look at life like that. It's about knowing you're going to leave one day. And, when you leave, the only way you're going to be fulfilled is if you know you gave everything you had.
Really, though.
And you emptied yourself here. And you left it all here because it's temporary and you got a moment,
Right.
So I think that for me, it's like, I got kids. I got a daughter and a son.
Right.
So, you got to factor in your kids. You can't just all the way commit yourself to your cause.
Right.
You gotta make sure that you're there for your kids. But outside of that, I want to be in this thing until I'm out of energy, till I don't have nothing left to contribute.
Right.
I stand on this shit. I stamp this shit. A lot of people talk this shit. I stand on this shit.